Namaste, and welcome to this trauma sensitive yoga session. In today's class, we will ponder how to help regulate rather than dysregulate. How do we come back to homeostasis, a sense of balance and ease? It often begins with the breath, which is our anchor into this moment, right now. So I invite you to take a comfortable seat. I'm sitting on a blanket. You can't see that. But I've covered my mat with a blanket today, as we will start with some somatic movement. But first, I invite you to join me in a roller coaster breath. That is the name of it. I did not coin it. But it is a great way to help center and return to this moment. It's a simple count of 4 in and 4 out. And I will count us halfway there, and then I invite you to count yourself back. We are simply tracing each finger. So I'm using my right hand because I'm right-handed. You can be left. You can use your left hand. It doesn't matter. And I start at the base of my thumb. And then I'll count 4 to the tip of the thumb and 4 down to the valley in between the thumb and the index finger, and so forth and so on. So we'll begin by placing the index finger at the base of the thumb. Please join me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathing out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathing in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathing out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathing in. 2, 3, 4. Breathing out. 2, 3, 4. Breathing in. 2, 3, 4. Breathing out. 2, 3, 4. Breathing in. 2, 3, 4. Breathing out. 2, 3, 4. Now returning in the same manner to the thumb. And here I invite you to count yourself either out loud or silently. It doesn't matter. And then simply rest your hands on your thighs when you've completed. Notice that maybe your breath got a little deeper, a little slower, which helps regulate, again, the runaway train of dysregulation. So we practice in the light what we want to remember in the dark, a quote that was shared with me from a trauma teacher. Practicing in the light when we feel regulated and calm, so that when we need it, we have access to this tool. The other tool that I want to share with you is the chanting of Om. And we'll start by simply chanting Om 3 times. Om, which rhymes with home without the H. Let's take a deep breath in. Om. Chanting works directly on the vagus nerve, the main nerve that helps regulate homeostasis. You can chant it out loud or silently, because we don't always want to burst out into oming when in a public place. If you sit like me, cross-legged, let's switch the cross of the shins. And then inhale, let's draw the arms up. And exhale, twisting to the right. Inhale, draw the arms up. And exhale, let's twist to the left. Inhaling, drawing the arms up again. And exhale, take the hands down. Let's do it again, but reverse order. Inhaling, arms up. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhaling up. Exhale, twisting to the right. Inhaling up. And exhale, taking the hands down. Keep your fingertips grounded on your mat or blanket. We'll chant one Om here. Let's take a deep breath in. And let's come on to our back body. I have my blanket. You can also use a bath towel, something firm. Couch blankets tends to be too soft. And as you come onto your back, maybe support your head with a blanket. Slide out your legs. And pause. Pausing and noticing how your body feels laying on your mat. Are there areas that are very chatty right now? Often the low back, neck, or shoulders. We hold a lot of tension here. So we recognize it, and we tell the chattiness that we are going to take care of it. Bending the knees up. And then either let your hands stay exactly where they are, if this is comfortable. Bring the hands to the lower abdomen. That just helps getting feedback on the breathing. As you breathe in, let there be a gentle expansion of the lower abdomen. And as you breathe out, just veins. Inhale. Belly expands. Exhale, belly softens down. Let it be easy and gentle. Friending the activity, not conquering. And then as you inhale next, gently arch the low back. And exhale, floating back to neutral. Inhale, arch again. And exhale, floating back. If it feels safe, I invite you to close your eyes and just gently observe the sensations as you inhale and arch. And exhale back. One more time. And now as you exhale, draw the belly button towards the mat, flattening the back. And inhale, returning to neutral. Let's do that again. Exhale, flattening, draw the sides of the belly button towards the spine. And slowly return to neutral. Again, moving at a pace that is comfortable for you. One more time. Exhaling, pulling the sides of the belly button down towards the spine. And releasing. And now let's combine these two movements. Inhale, arch, belly poops. And exhaling, flattening. This moving back and forth is a gentle rocking rhythm that is comfortable for the pace of your breath. Back and forth, flattening as you breathe out and arching as you breathe in. Don't overdo it. Just right size it for you. After the next flattening, returning to neutral. And let's slide the legs out again and pause. What does this feel like? Has anything changed? Maybe there's a little bit more ease for the breath. And we slide the legs up again. This time, take the hands behind the head. If this is uncomfortable, you can let your hands be wider than under the head. Always modify so it feels right and good in your body. And sometimes we sit out a movement we're imagining doing in it, but for whatever reason, right now, today, that movement is not available. That's okay. It will be available later. From this position, we inhale, we arch again. And exhale, flattening. Draw the elbows in, squeeze them together, and then curling up. And then slowly release the head down. Take a breath in once the head is down. And exhale as slowly as you can. Lower the elbows towards the floor. Once the elbows are down, let's take a full breath in and out. And then we repeat. Inhale, let's arch. Exhale, flattening, pull the elbows towards one another as if they had magnets, and then curling up. Slowly and gently place the head back down. Keep the elbows squeezing in. And on this next exhalation, we let the elbows slowly fan out like giant wings. And once the elbows are down, we'll take a breath in and out. And we'll do it one more time. Inhale, arch. And exhale, flattening, draw the elbows in, lifting the chin to the chest. Releasing the head back down gently. Once the head is down, now spread your wings slowly, as if you're ready to soar through the air. Take a buffer breath. Always back away from discomfort. We're not looking to add discomfort. We are looking to release. Now let's take the left knee in, holding it with the left hand. We're going to add a little bit of rotation. So this is a great move, again, for the vagus nerve, the longest of the cranial nerves. It travels and connects literally your brain to your gut. And when we get anxious and nervous, plays a big part in pushing the button that creates that. So we want the vagus nerve to have tone to help us stay in a balanced state, the homeostasis. Let's get on with it. Inhale, we arch again. And then exhale, flattening. Now draw your right elbow across the center line. And then slowly we release back to center. Let's take a buffer breath here. And then we repeat. Inhale, arch. And exhale, flattening. And then curl up, diagonal. Right elbow across. And then back down again. Buffer breath. And last one on this side. Inhale, arch. Exhale, flatten, curling up. And slowly release. Release the left leg down. And we'll switch the hands out. Other side. Inhale, arch. And exhale, flattening, curling up, diagonal, slow, moving slow. And unwinding, slower yet, back to neutral. Buffer breath. And then inhaling, arch. Exhale, flatten, curling across. And unwinding, back to center. Buffer breath. Last one, inhale, arch. Exhale, flatten, curling up, and slowly unwind. Let's release the right leg down, slide the legs out again, and we check in. Now let's push out through the right heel and relax. Left heel and relax. Right side again. Left side, inhale, push and relax. Pull the right hip down, maybe a little bit with the right heel, and back to center. And if you place your hands on your front pelvis point, your bumpy point, just below the belly button, let out to the side, you can feel it as you slide out. Now the left side slides down, right slid up a little bit, back to center. Again, only move as far as is comfortable for your body. So move with gentle effort, but no strain, no force. Just slowly from side to side, as if you're walking. Do it one more time on each side. Lengthening out through the heel. Take the hip down with you. And last time on the left. And back to neutral. And then pause. Relax, breathe. What did this do so far? Sometimes we have guarding patterns in our body, and when we begin to move the body in a certain way, we get locked in. And so if you find you're meeting up against one, just back off. Tell your body you come in friendship, and this guarding mechanism will begin to unlock, facilitating better mobility. Let's roll over onto the belly. So as we come onto the belly, you will take your left arm down alongside and then the right hand under your cheek. So you're looking at your right elbow, looking at your right elbow, and I'm mirroring you. So we start just with a gentle head lift. Inhale, lift the head, looking over your right shoulder, and slowly lower back down. Let's take a buffer breath. And then repeat. Just lifting the head. Don't push with your arms if you can avoid it. And slowly releasing down. Buffer breath. And one more time. Lift the head, looking over the shoulder. And slowly release down. We're back. Now lifting the head and your arm. Let's press the hips down. Inhale, lift the head. And slowly releasing down. Take a buffer breath. And again, we inhale, draw the hips towards the floor, and then lift the head and the arm. Slowly releasing down. Everything releases. Full breath in and out. One more time. Inhale, lift. Maybe look under the elbow. A little twist. And we release down. Let's take a full breath, buffer breath. So we added the full arm lift to the head. Now we'll add the left leg. So inhaling, lifting arm and head and left leg. Diagonal event. And slowly release down. Full breath in and out. And we repeat. Inhale, lifting. Right arm, head, left leg. And releasing down. One more time. Arm, head, and left leg. And releasing down. And let's switch to the other side. Lift your head up, turn it, take your left arm up, right arm down along the side. And then we repeat. We started just with the head. So as you inhale, lift and look over your left shoulder. And slowly releasing down. Buffer breath. Don't rush. Inhaling, lift the head, looking over the shoulder. And releasing down. When we rush or hurry, we cause constrictions But when we take our time, move within the right parameters, it helps release. One more time, inhale, lift the head, looking over the shoulders, and releasing down. Remember, do only as much as feels right for you right now. Let's add the arm. Inhale, lifting the head, lifting the arm. Feel the muscles contract. And then slowly feel the muscles release. Buffer breath. And again, on your in-breath, lifting the arm with the head. And slowly releasing down. Last one. Inhale, lifting the head, arm, and slowly releasing down. And then adding the right leg. Inhaling, lifting arm and head and right leg. And slowly release down. Buffer breath. Again, on the in-breath, when you're ready. Arm and head, right leg. One more time. Take a deep breath in. Lifting. And releasing down. Take the right arm up. Place it on top of the left. Tuck the toes under. Create them towards the nose. They won't go very far. Now, as you inhale, press the heels back and lift the head. Draw the belly button up towards the heart. Lengthening the front seam. And exhale, lowering back down. Everything cools. And we'll repeat. Tuck the toes under. Creep them to the nose. Press the heels back. And inhale. Lift the head and the heart. Pull the belly button up. And slowly release. One more time. We tuck the toes again. Press the heels back. And inhale. Lift the heart. Lift the head. Lengthen the front seam. Great for the vagus nerve toning. Relax the tops of the feet down. Bring the hands beside the side chest. And then we push back to child's pose. Child's pose. Tops of the feet are still on the mat. And then inhale. Let's come up into a highish cobra. So the knees stay down, elbows straighten. And exhale. Draw back. Inhaling up again. Lift the heart, lift the gaze. And exhale. Pull back. One more time. Inhaling up. Lift the heart, the gaze, and exhale. We go back to a child's pose again. Let your head, your forehead rest on the mat, or maybe on the back of your hands. You can also stack your wrist. Give your forehead a place to rest comfortably. Child's pose is our little cave. It's safe. And sometimes we just want to hang out here. As you breathe in and out, direct the breath to the back body. And one more breath. And from here, let's lift up into tabletop pose. With the hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. And as you exhale, let's round the back. And inhale, arch. Exhale, rounding. And inhale, arch. We'll do this one more time. Rounding as you breathe out. Pull the belly button up. And inhaling, belly relaxes down towards the floor. And we'll come to neutral. Let's wag the tail from side to side. Side to side. And we're back at neutral. Let's take the right leg back, stretching the right leg back, pull the belly button up to the spine, and lift the leg and lower it back down. Lift the right leg, lower it back down. Lifting one more time, and maybe holding it. You can lower it down and tap again. We'll hold it for one more breath and lower down. Cat and cow, rounding and arching. And then we return to neutral. And now let's take the left leg back. Toes are tucked under. Belly button on the spine. And then inhale, lift the leg and lower it down. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. One more time. This time we may choose to hold it up for 3 breaths, or lowering down and tapping, or maybe decide you're going to take a pause in child's pose. All options are perfect. One more breath and exhale, lower down. Cat and cow, rounding and arching. And then we take the knees wide, take the big toes together, and then slit the hips, draw back, and hands forward. Wide knee, child's pose. Lengthening into the fingertips. And again, if your forehead doesn't come to the mat easily, you can stack your hands, let your forehead rest here. You can also take your blanket edge. But letting your forehead rest on something also calms the mind. Calms the mind. Take 2 more breaths here. And then take the hands under the shoulders and use the hands to push up. Well, sit up and we'll check in. How are you feeling? It's a gentle and easy practice that helps release what is tight and add a little tone to what is maybe a little too flexible. Now, our last pose, as always, is Shavasana, the pose that allows our nervous system to bring it all together. And for today's, for the vasovagal nerve tone, you may want to practice on a blanket or towel. So you simply create a little roll, place it across the mat, and then you come and let this roll be right between the pelvis and the lower ribs. So it is in the belly. Let everything relax. And you may come into this pose and you go, I see the purpose of it, but it is not a good pose for me today. In which case, simply move the roll out of the way and come onto your back. And here you might like to place the blanket across the belly. Place your arms and legs in any way that is comfortable for you. Sometimes it takes us a little while to find that place that's comfortable. Bending up the knees often helps if the low back is chatty. Once your body begins to settle in, where there's no longer an urge to fidget, we return to where we began. This time, I invite you to chant Om silently 3 times. That's an invitation to everything to become really still. If it feels better to chant it out loud, of course, that is also an option. If you find that chanting Om is helpful for the wandering mind, to help it anchor into this moment right here, you can continue to do so, or you can let the Om just gently fall away. We'll take 6 more breaths. Now you can, of course, stay here as long as you wish. To release from Shavasana, bend up your knees if you haven't already, and just rock the knees gently from side to side. Tell your body what you're about to do, eventually rolling all the way over onto your right or left side. Pausing here for a breath or two. And then using your arms and hands to gently push up. Don't be in a hurry. This concludes our session for today. It is my hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions or comments, you can always reach out to me via nowhappyyoga.com. Thank you for allowing me to share this practice with you. Namaste.